Good morning, my brothers and sisters. On this, an episode about video games. I don't want to know what number, and that's all the information I'm going to give you. No, but we already did 230. This is like one of the GMGU video games episodes, and we have numbers sometimes, and this is one of the times we don't. So
yeah,
we've done
like
a number of these.
7.
Yeah, the number of completion. Fantastic.
You know what 2:30 is?
It's a
a.m.
It's the
time I
last
go to bed?
episode.
It's the best time to go to the dentist. You know why?
Why?
No, why?
Because you're 2:30.
That's a good one. You know what? I forgot to mention this last time, but one of the ways I love to start my classes at PACA with my 7th graders and my 10th graders is to tell a dad joke. And I totally duped them the other day when I was like, I didn't say I was going to tell them a dad joke, but I was just like, you know what? When I was a kid, I totally wanted to be a mirror cleaner. And they're like, is that a real thing? A mirror? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I could totally see myself doing it.
You need to hit him with the 2:30 one.
I do. I'm going to, you know what?
Solid.
I have class tomorrow. I'm totally going to use that.
There's another joke that I heard recently. It might not go well with your 7th graders, but maybe the teachers will get this. But,
okay.
So it is more of a biblical kind of a joke. So,
yeah, I like those.
In the beginning, the Word was with God and the Word was God. So if you fast forward into the New Testament, when John the Baptist was baptizing, there's a dove came in from the sky and acting as, the Lord. There's a Holy Spirit. So what is a dove but a bird? So in reality, if you're thinking about it, biblically, the bird is the Word.
The bird is the word.
Bird is the word. And you know what? I don't know if the 7th graders, the 10th graders might get that.
Yeah. But anyways, video games.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're talking about video games. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Evening or night as we talk about video games or juegos de video or jogos
Video
de video.
juegos.
Juegos. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. We love to talk about it and the game of life, of course, but the games we love to watch and play. I'm one of your hosts, the Brazilian Mountaineer and transition ninja Lucas Ham Swisher. Also wish me Jajajajurian of fake news and spoilers, Patrick Novosel.
It's so good to be here.
It is so good. And the final member of the GMG quadfecta, because Carcass is not with us tonight. He's dead, in fact. The Rocket League and Beast of the East, who can make you laugh in 3 words or less, Ronnie Johantis.
Man, if anybody ever does die on the show, man, we are going to regret all this.
I know, right?
We'll be like,
or it's going to be hilarious. I'm not sure which.
You know what? I think it's going to be the
If
latter.
it's me, I want you guys to continue the joke. I think it's hilarious.
We will. For sure.
I hope that doesn't happen, though.
But
if it does, we'll honor you.
We will honor you. So we're talking about video games, and it's going to be fun. If you're a new joiner, I hope you like video games, because if not, you're in for a long, tenuous podcast where you're just going to be like, why am I listening to this?
It off.
Yeah, probably. Wait, before you turn us off, rate us a review on podcast. That's the sound of them turning us off. That's the sound.
No! It's a yell down the hallway.
Yeah. If you're not new with us, well, I already told you what's going on. You already knew that. So I'll stop repeating myself.
Just look at the title. What is this show about?
Oh, it's called reading. Letters make words. Words make sentences. Left to right. Up to down.
Yeah.
All right.
Up to down.
Yeah. You start up and you go down. Up to down.
Isn't left to right?
What did I say?
Up to down.
Yeah, but you like the words go left to right, but then you have to eventually go down.
And
like
left,
you can't keep going right all across the book.
These books are so long.
You know what? I'm going to read this book.
Sentence.
I'm only going to read the first sentence, the first line of each page. It's going to make so much sense.
I never turn on
the end,
word
you
wrap.
flip
It's just
back to the
one
beginning
long
again.
email string.
Actually, have you ever had that in an email where it won't like wrap around, like it won't go to the next line? I've had that before.
You have to scroll over, like, I'm not reading this anymore.
Yeah, I'm done. Deleted.
Delete it. Did you get my email? No.
What email?
Resend it. For real this time.
All right, so we're talking about video games. Patrick, take from here. You're in charge.
Sure.
What video games are we talking about? All the video games? Because this could be a long podcast.
Let's talk about all 3,000 games that are coming out this year. No.
Sweet. I'm so excited.
So what we're going to talk about this episode is the most anticipated games of 2023. Not the most
All right.
anticipated games for other people, but most anticipated for us.
That we hope are coming out in 2023.
We think that are coming out in 2023. Even if they're
strong
not,
feelings.
There's several games on my list that are TBA as far as when the release date is coming out. However,
TBA.
most of them are going to be released in 2023. We just don't have a date yet. So I think we have dates up through like summertime, really, and then
I think
TBA.
August, September, October. I think have no games because it's just too far ahead, and nobody's willing to.
Right, because if they put a date,
bet their money on that.
Just like any other game that has a date on it, it's going to get delayed. So
it's true. It's true.
I'm okay with us of games being shadow released or like, hey, it's coming out next month. Like I like that. I don't.
I think some companies have earned the right to just shadow release games. I think that would be exciing.
I don't even know
just
what that
all
means.
of a sudden,
just
that
drop
means,
it without announcing it. Just like,
exactly.
Hey, here's the game and it's out right now. Like those, like most recently the Hi-Fi Rush last week that came out on Game Pass.
Yeah,
and
we all love that one.
Have you seen it? Have you played it yet?
No, I haven't. I just haven't heard of it.
Really, really
Is it
cool.
really good?
It's
It was
got like
released in the shadows.
It's got like an anime.
Did you say High Five Rush or Hi-Fi Rush?
Hi-Fi Rush. It's like the style is it's a cartoon style like anime, but it's not quite anime. It's got that like feel to it.
Okay.
But it's this kid who has like an Iron Man heart, but instead of like the whatever Iron Man has in his heart, it's a like an iPod, and he battles
All right.
he battles to the beat, and they actually use like licensed songs.
Really?
That you can battle to the beat. It's like a
That sounds
3D
kinda cool.
action platformer. It's really fun. I've only played like an hour of it, but for the hour I played so far, the writing is good. The dialogue is hilarious. It's really tongue in cheek. It's funny, very good writing. So I highly recommend at least giving it a try. If you have Game Pass, you might as well give it a try.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
That's one of the games
true.
that got shadow dropped most recently.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hi-Fi what?
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah.
Cool.
So 2023 anticipated games, but I also want to throw a wrinkle in it. As you say your anticipated game, I also want you to say if it's going to be a Game of the Year candidate or not, and we'll see how right you are later in 11 months.
If we remember.
I will not remember.
We
24
probably won't.
hours from now.
I'm pretty sure we have predictions, and
I have no idea what I ate for breakfast.
I'm pretty sure we have resolutions that we still haven't done or talked about from last year, and
What's that
more
mean?
for this year. What's a resolution? I may have given up on Ronnie and therefore given up on all of us when it comes to resolutions. So
I was really just trying to wear you down to this spot.
yeah, you
works.
win, man. You win.
So what I want to do
Persistently not
is
doing what I'm supposed to do.
Exactly.
I want
how
to
you
go. I want to go through the games, but I don't want to
Okay.
do like a normal round robin as we were.
Okay. As we were?
as we usually do.
Okay.
As we were. So are the days of our lives. But what I want to do is I want to go through like the months that they're coming out. So
fun.
if you know
Yeah.
the month that it's coming out,
Okay.
and then we'll get into the TBD.
Now, if it
the ones that
if it
aren't
doesn't,
announced yet.
if it doesn't have a month, then
We'll go.
we
That'll
just
be
wait.
the last category that we'll do.
I think some of the big ones of mine are TBA, but we might find some in there.
Oh, I got a big one in January.
All right.
Ooh,
Okay.
all
So
right, all
it's
right.
January 31st. It's as of recording.
Wait, you have one that came out already?
Yeah. I mean,
All
I haven't
right.
downloaded it yet,
Go-
but I'm going to.
Go ahead, Ronnie. Why don't you go ahead?
Age of Empires 2.
All
Okay.
right. Is that a
Definitive
Game Pass?
edition?
This when you were a kid. Playing this.
I played it.
I played this a
It's-
ton.
it's
on
awesome.
the computer. It really is
Yeah.
fun. But now it's out for the console.
Okay.
Is that on Game Pass?
Today.
I don't know
Oh.
that.
Oh, I don't know if it's out on
Oh,
Game
okay.
Pass. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
not
you
sure,
just
actually.
I was answering it's out today. Yeah.
All right. Nice.
All right.
Lucas, do you have any
Cool.
that are in January?
Cool. I have none in January.
All right. The only
That
one I
I
have
am
in January
pumped
is the Dead Space remake. And
Yep.
I recently just got that from GameFly today.
I'm happy
and
for you.
I'm looking to jump into it. One of my favorite PS3 games that had to come out. So I'm really excited to jump back into that. I don't think that's going to be a Game of the Year candidate.
It's fair.
So
It's fair. Do you think Age of Empires 2 is going to be Game of the Year,
I
Ronnie?
do not think that.
I don't think it can because it's I think with the definitive edition where it's like just a prettier version.
So I don't think it's really a new game. It's just
Yeah.
upgraded.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. February. Anybody got any February games? Lucas.
Negative.
Ronald.
I actually,
You should.
the only one I have on here is so Hogwarts Legacy is February 10th.
Yes, it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It looks incredible.
I was looking
the
and
videos.
that's one that I'm anticipating. I had only seen the April one for PS4 and Xbox One. I was like, that's weird.
Oh no!
I thought that was kind of weird too.
Yes,
Yeah,
Hogwarts Legacy. I'm excited for that. So I take back
looks
just
really good.
what I want you to do, Patrick, is just go into the audio and intersect. I can't wait for Hogwarts Legacy.
I don't do editing anymore. It just
stick that
goes
in
up
there.
as it is.
All right, fair enough. You lazy bum. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. I'm with you 100%.
Yes. Looking forward to that. The being able to open world RPG. One of the cool things about that is you're going to be lost in it with the ability to upgrade your room. Like, you can use in-game currency to, create a desk and create a bookcase and
Can you get like an upgraded broom? You get like the Nimbus 3000.
You can. You can do that. You can also like fly like dragons, I think.
But I want to know
other flying things.
If I upgrade my desk, can I also summon it to fight with me? Like I got like this supercharged magic desk that just like totally annihilates fools and paper cuts them and throws ink pens at their face.
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. Probably not. But
because if it is, I think
you'd like
cool.
to summon everything from your.
It's a world of magic. Anything could happen.
I mean, I think anything should go.
Yeah.
Because you can you say something in Latin and it's going to do it. Like expecto desco. Like it just and this is like, it's like I'm going to eat you. It's like one of those old school desks that has like little trap door and it just keeps like closing like a mouth. And just puts their heads
kind of like
in
a
there
Ghostbusters trap, and just like trap
exactly.
them into a drawer.
Trap them in my desk.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, you should develop games.
I think I should.
Yeah,
I think I'd rock at it. So I'm gonna go quit right now at Paca and at the school and just be like, hey, you know what? It was a good 2 weeks. See you later. I'm gonna go make digital desks in Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna pay me millions of dollars.
I mean, how much would you need before you quit Paca? Millions. I mean, I if someone was like, "Hey, here's $50."
We talking about in-game, and you're still talking in-game currency.
yeah. We're gonna give you 50 in-game Hogwarts currency. You can spend it at Hogsmeade. You can buy digital wands.
And that's where we want.
In Hogsmeade.
Yeah, that's the only one that I have is Hogwarts Legacy. I know there's a game. There's Atomic Heart, which is coming out on Game Pass, but that isn't. I know that's anticipated for others, but not for me.
Yeah, I don't know
this
enough
seems
about
like,
it.
So Hogwarts Legacy seems like the big one for Harry Potter, though. Like it feels like the game.
It looks
Harry
like
Potter.
the game. I know there's been
really does.
Harry Potter games in the past, but this
But
one
like
is this one. It's like more of a Knights of the Old Republic.
That was.
Did you hear that?
What was that? Are you
getting
getting? Is your desk attacking you? Be careful.
I'm out of here.
I don't know what's happening.
That black magic on me.
But it's like kind of like Knights of the Old Republic, where it's like years before what happened in the movies and the books. So I'm excited to be in a whole new world, but in the same world.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
It looks like it's really
far
open, so you can fly around pretty much like anywhere. Like it looks.
Cool. It looks, and then that is going to be a side quest dream for those people.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I might actually play this one differently. I always like go through the storyline straight, and I don't do any of the side missions. I try to do the side missions this time.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go.
Mm-hmm. All right, now we're done. We're on to March.
Oh, March.
Lucas, do you have any games coming out in March?
All right, listen. I got a couple actually.
Okay.
So hear me out.
I see one of them.
I'm going to give you 3 games I'm anticipating. One of them is a surprising truth. One of them is a curious truth, and one of them is just a lie, and I just wanted to say it.
All right. Okay.
You're going to have to guess which is which. I'm going to say it real quick here. I'm not going to drag it out. Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Truth.
Yeah, you're interested in that, I think.
I am. I played the original, and I'm super scared of these games, but I played this game, and I think the nostalgia will finally.
I'm super scared too. I might not even play it.
I mean, Resident Evil 4 is highly regarded as the best Resident Evil iteration, and I'm interested to see because they've done really, really well with the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake, and they said that they're going to be adding some different things, different enemies into this, which is kind of cool. But I'll be interested to see how much it has, kind of, is this going to be better than the Resident Evil 2 remake, which was really, really well done? Is this going to be where it's going to be one of those things where the remake is also the best version? Who knows? We'll see.
The chainsaw guy with the potato sack mask is scares the bejangles out of me.
Yeah, not even about that.
I know, and I'm not normally, but that one just got me. I know I won't beat it. Like, I'm pretty sure I made it halfway through the original Resident Evil 4. And then I looked up a guide to see how much more I had left, and I was like, I'm only halfway.
I'm really
deleted.
hoping.
I was done. Take the disc out. It was so long ago.
One
Take
of
that
my
disc out. I'm done.
Biggest memories for Resident Evil 4 was the guy, the merchant.
Oh yeah,
that was just everywhere. No matter where you were, he was there with his trench coat.
What are you buying?
What are you buying? And like, I hope that is still in this game.
He better be in there.
This dude I used to work with at a car dealership when I was in college. It was during the winter, and we had these like winter jackets on out in the shop, and he'd always walk up and open his jacket. He'd be like, "What are you buying?"
I mean, it's so like infamous for that stupid reason. Yeah, I'm hoping that they bring that back. But yeah, so that's okay. That's
the next one. The next one is Peaky Blinders: The King's Ransom.
Curious.
I am curious to see what this even is.
Right? Yes. I don't have a Quest.
It's VR.
I'm not going to play it. But let me tell you, Ronnie, I meant to tell you this earlier, but in 7th grade, one of the kids was like, my favorite show. No, sorry, it wasn't 7th grade. It was 10th grade.
Oh, I was going to say, whoa.
I was like, no, that's why I was like, wait a second. That doesn't sound right. Those parents need to be told that what their kid's watching. But a 10th grader was like, Peaky Blinders. And I'm like,
really?
So you got a little gangster in you. And he's like, no. I'm like,
it is.
You just like the show? He's like,
much.
Yeah. He's a big Shelby fan. So. Oh, Thomas Shelby. So yeah, Peaky Blinders. I just like the idea of just these gangsters just peeking through the blinders, squinting, and then these blinders go up. And that's the show. That's all they do. Squint.
I mean, in VR, you can just open up the blinds yourself.
You hear that little crinkle sound of the metal.
I don't understand how this game is in VR because they are gangsters that kill people. So does that just mean you're just?
I mean, killing people in video games. People are so desensitized.
I'm pretty sure 80% of games are just killing something. So
yeah, that's been all the games I play, except for Peppa Pig.
VR seems pretty aggressive.
Which is the other one.
If there's killing
Peppa
in that game.
World Adventures. Come on, man.
I'm 100% playing that game. 100%.
I know you are.
I have such a affinity for Peppa Pig because both my kids watched Peppa Pig ad nauseum when they were little, so I have an affinity for it. So I'm definitely gonna play it.
Tell you what, man, have you watched Bluey?
No.
Oh my gosh. This show has changed my life.
I feel like you need a cigar right there. Oh my gosh.
This show is 7 minutes long, and it's about 4 Australian shepherds in Australia, obviously. They have Australian accents, and it's these 2 parents that take care of their 2 little girl dogs, and they play games with them, and it's hilarious. Like, I have never laughed at a kids' TV show genuinely as much as I've laughed at this.
Yeah.
And it makes you a better parent. It brings kids, families together. I tell you what, man.
When
you
is
need
this
to watch
game
it with
coming
Clark. Bluey needs to come out with a game, but it's a TV show. It's a cartoon.
It's anticipated for you.
It's anticipated, and if nobody makes it, I'm going to quit my job and go make it.
There it is. Yeah.
And there's going to be an animated desk in it that Bluey, one of the characters, just calls with her magic wand, and she attacks people with it.
All right.
So yeah, there you go. Anybody else got a March game? Now that I've just taken all the good ones.
Yes, I have 3 March games.
Oh. 3. I saw another one.
I'm going. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to see if you're going to say it.
Okay, so my number 1 game of 2022 is going to be my game for 2023. I mean, it's WWE 2K23. I cannot wait to put in hundreds and hundreds of hours into that game. So that game is coming out on March 14th.
Oh,
it's coming out March 17th.
It's just not on the list we have.
Yeah,
dude,
what's that all
it's not
about?
on the list. I saw it and I was like,
You're
Why?
making up
Where
stuff.
is
He's got his own
WWE?
list.
He's got his own
This
special list, insider list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, I didn't even see one of those games on there.
I went into their website and deleted it and like,
I want to be
Gave
the
us
only
an
one to
edited
say
link.
this.
yeah. To 2K23, that's coming out on March
Sweet.
17th. I'm gonna
Yep.
pre-order it and get a 3 days early access. So I'm definitely
No,
gonna-
that's the
yeah.
wrong game on March 17th. It's Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon.
That's
See,
what I
I'm
have
not a
as
big.
well.
I'm not big on Bayonetta.
No, the gun boots and the flowy hair flying at you, and
No.
What is
just
have
like
a nice
just like
death?
the car,
We.
just like the car inflatable car guy.
Yeah.
Bayonetta.
What
No,
is
our
have a
inflatable
nice
man
death?
edition.
Does anybody know what that is? Have
No.
a nice death. That just
No,
Sounds
that
fun.
sounds like a
Sounds like a
roguelike
Carcass
kinda
game. Sounds like Carcass's game. Have a nice death.
Oh no! Hey, let's go back to February before we go on
Oh,
to the
here
more
we
of the
go.
March
All right.
games.
Whiplash.
Hogwarts Legacy. We never said if that's going to be a
Oh.
Game of the Year contender.
I don't think so.
I believe so.
I think so.
Yeah,
Harry
I-
Potter's
Desert
too
Believers?
big, man. Harry Potter's huge, dude.
I just
I just think there's
don't.
gonna be so much
There's some
interest.
controversy
It's-
behind it. I don't think the critics will
Ooh,
allow it.
You know
Whoa,
what? Now that you
controversy.
say that, ooh,
What's
that's
the
a-
controversy?
that J.K. Rowling and her
They don't. Some people disagree with her stance on life, so or her opinion on
a lot of
people
things.
on a lot of things,
Yeah.
and so
well,
yeah. What
So
do you
we'll
know?
have that.
Yeah.
we will have that.
Yeah. Anyways, all right.
Yeah.
So you don't. So we're iffy on whether that's gonna make it. So going back to March, Resident
Yeah,
Evil 4.
let's go to March.
Well,
March,
remake
March.
also for me. That comes out the following week,
Yep.
and then the week after that, Crime City or Crime Boss, Rockay City.
Yep,
which
that's the one.
which
I knew it. I saw it and I
What is
forgot
that?
about it.
It's the game with like Vanilla Ice.
All the
Chuck
guys from the
Norris.
80s that
Yeah.
are too
It's
old
that-
to be in movies. They
That's
put
what
them
I'm
in
talking
video
about.
games.
I
Yeah.
don't know what to think about this game yet because I really haven't seen anything on it. So
It
I
says
forgot
only
it was
PC.
Rockay. I forgot it was Rockay City.
It says only PC though.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, PC first, consoles later. I think PC is in March, and then I believe May is coming out for the consoles.
What was that sound?
That's the way I think.
Like a
And I
door
verbalized
creaking
it.
open. All right. That's
There
fair.
was one game that was going to come out in March, but
Oh,
got
great.
delayed into April,
Okay.
and that's Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
That's true.
April 28th.
Yep.
And that is going to be a Game of the Year contender.
Oh, that's easy.
100%.
Game of the year contender.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
I haven't even seen any gameplay of it. I already know. Well, I've seen gameplay.
you don't
I
even
like.
need to see it.
Yeah,
We know.
I don't even
Oh,
see any
wait.
more of it. I already
We know
know.
it's gonna be awesome.
If it's going to be anything like the Jedi Survivor or Jedi Fallen Order, it's
I'm
gonna,
100% in. Then yeah.
for
Did
sure.
you see the other game that's coming out in April that's going to be
No,
awesome?
what other- you tell me.
The sequel to God of War, where
Rock?
it's God of Rock. It's a rhythm game with Kratos.
That is going to be missed in my collection.
That's fake news. Just kidding. No, I got nothing else in March. Or in
Don't
April.
forget that Hogwarts Legacy comes out for the Xbox One as well in April.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
faked me out earlier.
For you Xbox One people out there.
So you PS4ers and Xbox Oneers, get your Hogwarts Legacy on at 30 frames per second.
You know what?
Which is gross, by the way. I watch my kids play, what's that game? Fall Guys on
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah.
I think it's 20 frames a second. Ooh, it's so awful. It looks like stop motion and they're just running and it's like painful.
You know,
to
some of the things, you know, nowadays with, you know, you can either choose 60 frames per second and less graphics, or you can go with the high quality and lower resolution at 30 frames. Man, it's so rough to go back to 30
It
frames
is.
per second.
It is tough.
But it's just like the things that come with the quality are the ray tracing and the resolution. It just looks nice in like slow motion, but once you get into like action, that 60 frames per second is where it's at.
Yeah.
And one of the things that is being added to the WWE games is ray tracing, and I am excited about ray tracing in a wrestling
Look out,
game.
ray tracing edition.
I don't know what that means, but I'm looking forward to it.
That just means everybody named Ray in the game is traced
So
with
is-
the
I mean, like-
special animation.
There's so much light effects going on in wrestling, so I wonder if that has anything that will, you know, do with it, but who knows.
It might be cool.
Yeah,
It might be
yeah.
cool.
Anything else in April?
Yeah. Is April? Where did I just see
That's
it? Yeah.
after March?
So Minecraft Legends is
Ooh.
interesting.
What?
I believe that's
that's
a
right.
Minecraft like story game.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
I
coming
can't
out
remember.
on
I
Game
saw a
Pass day
clip
one.
on it. I saw a clip on it. Let's see
Yeah, I think
here.
it's more of a strategy game. It's PvP co-op kind
action
of thing.
strategy.
Yeah, when I heard strategy, I was like, maybe not for
that
me.
seems different. But I mean, technically, is Minecraft Dungeons a strategy game?
Yeah, no, it's not. No,
You don't think so?
no, not in the gaming genre sense.
The strategy is get the fists of fury and kill everybody.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
pretty
within the
much.
action you strategize, but this with the
Yeah.
strategy you have to like, all right, I want to put my play. It's like Risk. Like whenever I think of strategy, I think Risk.
I've never played.
I'm not
I'm
good.
s-
I'm not big on
that-
Risk. No, but
I'm still interested though because of dungeons. I still want to give it a chance.
I've actually never played the regular Minecraft, but I'm pretty sure eventually I will do that.
No,
That dude, you
oh
should.
my gosh, yes,
Dude,
that is up your alley.
I just like grinding, man. I will have a castle.
You and Eric would build the coolest stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't even let him in.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. Anything else in April?
Nope.
Nope. Last call. All right. We're on to May. I only have one game that is in May that I'm looking forward to. I'm
Suicide
anticipating, and that is Suicide Squad. You said
Yep,
it. Kill
I
the
did.
Justice League. I'm waiting for that. From what I hear, the rumor has it that it's going to be like the Avengers game, where it is a online service as a service game where it's Avengers didn't do well, and are people going to want to jump into
RIP.
this?
I didn't really
RIP.
like Avengers. I was one of those people.
We did.
I absolutely love. Do you hear about Avengers?
Yeah.
They're as of March 31st, they're going to give you every single cosmetic that is in the store for free.
What?
For free.
Whoa.
For anybody that owns the game. You get it. And any like gold
And then
or
a month
whatever,
later, they're going to shut down the servers, and you
they-
never use
so
it again.
they are shutting down support for the game
Right.
in the end of September, but they're keeping the servers on so you can continue to play. You can play the
Feels
story.
like it's
you
not
can
even
play
that old
online.
for them to
No, it's not. As an online as a service game kind of thing where it's
scrapping it
it's
already.
only been 3 years. Wait,
Yeah.
3 years? It'll be 3 years in September.
Wow, has it been 3 years?
I didn't think it had been
yeah.
that long, but yeah.
Yeah, it came out in 2020.
Yep.
So
Pandemic game.
I put a lot of hours in that pandemic
Dude,
game.
we put so much in that first month or two.
Yeah.
Like we played an unhealthy amount. It was
Yeah,
my
that's-
Marvel Snap
At
at the
some
time.
point, I like the story. I'll probably play the story through the main story and the DLCs at some point. But like just that stinks for that game. When you have an
Yeah, it's a
online
bummer.
as a service game.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah. So Suicide Squad. Looking forward to seeing more of that because Superman's in it, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah,
Legends of Zelda game coming out. Carcass will be excited.
he will be.
Yeah.
Years of the
It
Kingdom.
might bring him back from the dead. He's so excited.
Maybe.
Resurrect him.
Yeah. When is that May as well?
It is
May
May
12th.
12th.
All right. Okay.
There you go. We'll let him talk about it when it's.
Let's get into
When-
June. Let's get
Yeah.
into
good.
All right. I don't have
Ooh.
anything past May. Everything else is TBA that I'm
Oh,
excited
my
Okay.
for.
main one is in June.
Come on.
All right. What's June?
Let's hear it, Ronnie. I know
Diablo
what it is.
4, man.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that is you. That is you right there. That's the game you're
I'm
probably going to
excited about
put
this.
hundreds of hours in. For
Oh,
sure.
we are
Um,
gearing up for this one already.
I'm also
Yes.
excited with you. I love the classic Diablo, like just
Man,
going after him,
dungeon
killing the
crawling
devil.
action.
It doesn't get any more Christian than that.
Just dungeon crawling, looting everything. I can't even.
Yeah. Killing the devil over and over again.
You get those
Do it.
gold writing drops and stuff, like the real rare stuff. You're like, oh
Man,
man,
I can only
Oh,
imagine what
so
that's going to
exciting.
look like. It's probably going to be beautiful.
I hope it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I really hope it is. I say I played Diablo 3 not that long ago, and I was like, man, this was a good game. This was a
Yeah.
really good game.
Did you ever play I know Eric did, but did you play the Resurrected, the Diablo 2
No,
refresh,
I
redo?
don't think so. Eric's like a Diablo nut.
Yeah, I'm sure Eric did play
Oh,
that.
he's like ready to go.
Yeah. I know I mentioned it at some point and he's like, I'll play it. Let's go.
You don't even
I'm
want to
like,
mention it around him, really.
I know. He's like, I'll go back.
Here's Dia. He's like, yep.
He's annoying.
Yep.
Yep. He's annoying.
Yeah. All right.
right.
Anything June for you, Lucas?
Not really.
Anybody who has anything past June that has been
There's a
announced?
Final Fantasy in June.
There is 16. Yeah,
There
I mean,
is-
it looks
there
cool.
is.
It looks cool. It looks Final Fantasy, but I don't trust the new stuff anymore. I like Final Fantasy VII, and just keep going with whenever they come out with the next Final Fantasy VII. I don't remember what it's called. There's like remake, integrate, the DLC, and then there's something else coming out, and I'm blanking on what it is, but I'm excited for that. But that's not coming out next year or this year.
Why are they still making Street Fighter games? Am I like?
It's a big thing for like tournaments, like every year.
I see those games come out every time, and I've played them here and there, and I'm like, man, it's always the same crap.
No, it's a big thing for the community. That's huge for sure. All right.
Rest of mine are TBA.
Anybody else have any that are actually?
Oh, did we think any of those are contenders? Diablo 4.
I think Diablo 4 could be.
I think so. I think that
could be a big one.
Yeah, I think that would be a big one as well.
Yeah, I mean, if that game is like done right,
no, not Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Diablo 4. If they do it right, it definitely could.
Yeah. All right. Before we get into the TBA, I'm gonna move over to the Discord and see what the old Discord has to say about their anticipated games. Starting with Corey Smith, he says, first and foremost, Diablo 4.
Yeah,
Hey-o. right there, Ronnie.
Our man.
Everything I've seen about the game has me hyped. Excited about the new Zelda game. Most likely won't play it, but my boys are hyped about it, and it's fun hearing them talk about the games they're playing. Cautiously excited for Starfield. First original game from Bethesda in 25 years. So trying to temper expect. Is that right?
Yeah,
25 years.
They've been riding that Elder Scrolls and Fallout and such for so long.
Man, yeah, I like the Fallout games in premise of being able but I've never been able to get into the Fallout games. Yeah. I'm more of a space exploration guy, so having
like this one
in that type of story and being in space and all that, because I love No Man's Sky. Even though there was like really no story to it, I love just going to ships, going from ship to another planet to a planet, and just exploring. So I'm really excited about Starfield. Let's see what that is. But again, also with Corey, I'm cautiously optimistic on that as well.
It's fair.
All right. Bernabe Ronchas Butters. From the top of my head, Hogwarts, Zelda, Diablo, Final Fantasy, and then my wallet suffers.
Bye, wallet. Hope you find your dad.
Get into GameFly. You can get all the games for $20 a month.
Yeah, man.
All right. Next we have Haas is not a bot. He says Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Wait, is that coming out this year?
Oh, that's the one. Is that coming out? That's the one I couldn't remember the name. Rebirth. Is that the
remake 2?
I think it is.
Part 2?
If that's coming out this year. That's like top of my list.
Whoa.
But I don't know that it's coming out this year.
Okay. Well, he's anticipating it though.
Okay.
So, all right.
I mean, we can anticipate it.
Yeah, he can anticipate it.
The thing is, Final Fantasy 16 XV1 is coming out this year, so I can't imagine they'd come out with 2 Final Fantasies of that high caliber in the same year.
Yeah. I would think maybe the Final Fantasy Rebirth might not come out until
December 32nd, 2023 is the release date for
February
Final
30th.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Rebirth.
He says Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, then he goes on and says Final Fantasy 16.
Okay. All right.
Diablo 4.
Yep.
Jedi Survivor.
I'm a survivor. I'm going.
Spider-Man 2.
Oh, that's one of mine.
Been announced that it's coming out in 2023. Just haven't gotten a
TBA.
A month or date or season yet.
Man, Spider-Man 2, it's got to be good, right? Like Spider-Man 1 was such a quality. I feel like I'm Spider-Man.
And Miles Morales.
Like you're going to have both dudes. Like we don't know how you're going to control them. We don't know how the in-game co-op is going to work. It's not a co-op, it's single player, but like you're going to get to play as both.
I wonder if it's going to be kind of like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, where maybe you can just like switch on the fly. That'd be nice. Maybe
switch on the spider. Yeah,
switch on the spider. That's way more on point.
Hmm.
Okay, so he says is after Spider-Man 2 in that order. Also, really excited for the Sunbreak expansion of Monster Hunter Rise that's coming to PS5. This is a big year of gaming for me. So I think last year in 2022, we had a huge year for really 2 games. and that was Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok.
Right.
Two very big games that are going to be talked about for many, many years.
For sure.
I think 2023 may have that in Spider-Man 2 because
I agree.
It's just so good. Also, if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth come out, that's going to be talked about as well. All right. Isaac Holistic, Infinity Bros Isaac says Spider-Man 2 is the only thing that matters. All right.
There you go. You heard it here first.
He also goes on. He's like, but also excited for Hogwarts Legacy, Jedi Survivor, and the Suicide Squad game.
You can't mention all that, Isaac, after you just said Spider-Man 2 is the only thing that matters. And you're like, well, except these honorable mentions. Patrick.
I'm thinking he's saying Spider-Man 2, that's the only thing he's looking forward to. But if these other 3 games that I'm excited about get delayed until next year, that's totally fine because Spider-Man 2 is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Lord Zukor, finally Lord Zukor says, I'm looking forward to That There Zelda.
That there's Elder.
Which reminds me of That There Sheldor.
Yeah.
Which I totally miss.
Aw.
Miss you, Sheldor.
Come back to us.
So we were supposed to talk about this last week and it got pushed to this week. So I'm going back in time to last week. Humar Whittle says he's looking forward to Forspoken, which is a new IP that just recently came out this past month. And then Marvel's Spider-Man 2. So yeah. There you go.
I could just never get into Spider-Man at all.
Really?
I always feel I'm surrounded by Spider-Man people. I just like that character just never.
He just never spoke to you, huh?
Never did anything for me. I don't know.
All right.
Do you like him in the MCU?
I like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like him. I just like a Spider-Man game for me. Like that wouldn't. I don't. For
Have
whatever
you played
reason,
it? Have you played the old Spider-Man games?
I'm just not interested in Spider-Man. I've really never played any of them.
Oh well, you gotta.
There is nothing.
You haven't tasted
like swinging through the city in these new Spider-Man games.
It's super cool, man, and it's open world.
Really cool. Anyways,
we won't belabor the point since you don't own a PlayStation.
We're getting into the real stuff, anyways. Here coming up,
we're gonna put a pin in video games right now. All right, and we're gonna go off the rails because we never do that, and I want to go off the rails right now.
Never ever.
Never. Bernabe Ronchas Butters. He sends a picture in our GMG mailbag Discord channel, and it's a picture of 7 race cars, 7 cars from TV and movies. All right, one of them is Kit from Knight Rider. Then we have the DeLorean from Back to the Future. We have Herbie from Herbie? I don't know.
Love Bug?
From the Love Bug, man.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Herbie Goes Bananas.
That's right. And then we have the Camaro.
Lindsay Lohan in that?
No, that's Herbie Rides Again or Fully Loaded. That's a different one. Herbie Goes Bananas is an older one.
Yeah, that's one with who's in that?
Nobody would know. A bunch of people from the 70s. It's literally
right.
just
so so the other we have 4 cars left. The one is the Camaro, which is Bumblebee, the new Camaro, not the old one. The
yellow Camaro.
We have the 1960s Batmobile with Adam West, that Batmobile. We have the A-Team van, and then we have a Ferrari, but I can't picture where that is from.
What color is it?
It's red. It's a red Ferrari. The only thing I could think of is like, is that Ferris Bueller? But I can't. It's probably not.
I don't know if that's a Ferrari or not.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's the first thing that came to mind. But I don't know.
The first thing that came to my mind was Jordan Belfort from Leonardo DiCaprio's movie. What is that? I can't remember what it's called. Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. No. that's the old like.
That's a Lamborghini though.
Lamborghini Comanche. I don't know what it is. Something like that. But yeah, so there's a Ferrari. All right. He asked, who wins this race? Of all 7 of those cars, who wins the race?
And they're like, they have the moves and the powers.
One of them could just turn into a robot and destroy all the other ones.
Exactly. That's exactly where I went. Bumblebee will destroy everybody else.
I mean, this is like Twisted Metal, like, right? This is like, you're allowed to do any of that stuff. I would think the Back to the Future, right? All he needs to do is get up to 88 miles an hour. And he can go back in time, and before the race starts.
And like stop them from being made. Get them
I
while
mean,
they're
I
crapper.
guess in terms of like being able to go the fastest, quote unquote, or get to the finish line first. Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay.
Unless Bumblebee knows and he's like, I got to take out that dude before he hits 88, and then it's over. He won't. You can't time travel.
Yeah,
when
he's
you're
got
dead.
probably has a cannon that comes out of his arm and he
Yeah,
can just like
shoots
hits
that
him
flux
at 55
capacitor.
miles an hour. Like you're not even getting close.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair. All right. So you guys are going with Bumblebee,
Yeah, I'm going with Bumblebee.
Ronnie?
Yeah, I'm going with
All
Bumblebee too.
All right.
Bumblebee tuna? Oh, Bumblebee tuna wins every time.
Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna. All right. The Bumblebee has it. All right. The pin has been taken out. Let's get back to video games.
Okay.
All right. So all the games that we have that are coming out that do not have a release date yet. Lucas, why don't you go first?
Wolf Among Us 2.
Ooh. One of the best Telltale, if not the best Telltale story
So good.
outside of Walking Dead season 1.
You got to
of
see.
course.
Yeah, well, that's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a tough one to touch.
Okay.
Telltale, a company or a style of game?
It's
but both. Yeah.
It is a company, but it's become a style of game, like a Telltale game.
It's
Like,
one of those games where your choices you make will
One of the
affect
ones that are
story.
too real that you delete right after you catch your wife cheating and get your wife also then killed.
that's true.
Yes.
That's true. You gotta
Not
watch
for
out.
me.
That's why we play Wolf Among Us 2, where
Yeah.
it doesn't get too real because you're chasing after Humpty Dumpty and
That does sound better.
whatever. Like it's
all
fairy
the
tale
fairy tale
creatures,
characters. Yeah.
but real life fairy tale
Yeah.
characters.
If they were like middle-aged drunks.
Game sounds better as we
No, it really is. It really is like that.
Yeah, like you play as the big, like you main character you control is the big bad wolf, and you're a detective, and you can choose to do it like cool, or you can like blow the house down and like just beat the living daylights.
Can be corrupt.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
I love corrupt options in video games. Man.
Yeah, you get good and bad
Every time.
options. Sometimes you get totally like neutral, like you're not sure. Or sometimes my favorite is when you think it's not the good route, and it turns out that the good route's the bad route, and you try to do good, and then everybody dies because you chose the good route instead of the bad route. So it's cool. Yeah, like the trailer for this was like you beating up the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz, I think. Like just getting in a fight with him and like using his
working him
axe
over.
to mess people up. Yeah. So it's
That sounds pretty good.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun little sequel. So I'm excited about that. It could be a contender. It depends on where they take the story. Like if it's same old, I don't think it will. But if they get a little,
A contender for game of the year?
yeah, I think it could. Telltale can kind of sneak those in there, and they don't get crazy in the gameplay area, but for narrative, they could win. Definitely narrative. So maybe for game of the year, they might not get it. It'll be hard to go up against Spider-Man 2, Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda, the Zelda game. That'll be hard to contend with, but yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. That's all you got? Any more?
No, that's all I got for the other TBAs. Unless you surprise me. Unless
really
there's something
now?
I overlooked on the list.
Really now? Okay.
Really?
I do have one that you've overlooked.
All right.
Is
Ronnie.
it another Crab's Treasure? That's the name of the game.
I can't wait for that one.
How
You
good
got
could that
me. That's the
possibly be? All right, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
This seems pretty obvious, but
Yeah.
Arc 2.
Diablo 5.
I was going to let you say it.
Arc 2. Yeah.
Arc 2.
I'm actually looking forward to it.
Vin Diesel.
They have the opportunity for this to be amazing.
Yeah.
Or it could be a piece of crap, and there's a good chance either way. I'm going to like it.
I know, yes.
I
exactly.
mean, I'm looking at it as like Fast and the Furious meets Jurassic Park. Like it's just going to be
Vin
cars
Diesel
and
pulls
dinosaurs.
up
It's going to be awesome.
in a
Vin
Charger.
Diesel. He's like, hey, welcome to Jurassic. This is Brazil. This is Arc 2. Like he just spreads his arms, and here we are.
I hate that it was Vin Diesel.
I know you do.
Why couldn't it have been somebody cooler?
All right, yeah. What else you got?
That's pretty much it.
That's it? All right.
There you go.
All right,
We
here we
saved
go.
it all for you.
Here-
Lay it
Rock
on
would
us,
have been
Patrick.
perfect, by the way, for this game.
Do you
would've
think
been.
Arc 2 will be a contender?
No.
That's
Yeah, you're
okay.
right.
I think it's because of the
It's okay.
style of game.
I like
We'll
so
still
many
have fun.
I like so many games that are not contenders.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So I have eight on my
Whoa.
list.
Wait.
One of which. Go ahead.
Wait, I want to anticipate. Is Hades 2 coming out in 2023?
He just said
Hades
wait.
2 is coming out PC early access.
Yeah, that's
So,
part of the reason I can't go all in.
I'm
'cause I'm not
hoping
gonna play it on
I'm
PC.
hoping it is an early access in 23 to where and they have enough access that it's early enough in the
Give
year
some access
they
to
can
the
they can
consoles.
fully release it in 23. But
Yeah.
the PC early access, I'm definitely going to be checking it out. I have a Steam Deck.
That's
I'm hoping,
true.
I'm hoping it's optimized so I can be one of the first ones that comes in or that
Dude.
plays it. Also,
Yeah.
Lucas, when you come to Brazil, when you
When I
come
go to Brazil, what, I'm already here.
when you come to the States, I'm hoping the PC early access for Hades 2 is already out.
Dude, that's
So
what
you
we're
can-
doing.
so-
Staying up all night playing Hades 2.
Yeah,
Old
yeah.
fashioned.
You get the
Dragon
You have the
Balls.
left stick. I'll do the right stick.
Sweet.
Okay.
We'll buddy cop it.
But yeah, that's one of the ones that I'm looking forward to. If it becomes full blown, it is going to be a contender for
for
Game
sure.
of the Year for sure. All right, the next one we already talked about, Marvel Spider-Man 2. I think that's going to be a contender for sure. All right, so the other ones we haven't talked about is Alan Wake 2. That story-driven,
that.
narrative driven game by Remedy.
Creepiness.
I enjoyed Alan Wake 1. I'm really looking forward to Alan Wake 2 in the new next-gen type of graphics and storytelling. Remedy does a great job in storytelling. I always like Remedy games. So one of the things that Remedy is doing is they're remaking Max Payne.
Really?
A remake.
Really?
Full remake. Not a remaster. A full remake. And I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, that's exciting. That
I don't
game
know
definitely needs
yeah.
a remake because you play that original one and it's got some jank, I think. Like, it's got the cool bullet time, but it's
yeah.
got some jank.
Yeah, that was the original Bull Time.
Yep.
All right, so another one I'm looking forward to is Starfield. I think Corey
Yeah.
had mentioned that. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that is a Game of the Year contender.
Yeah,
I think it is.
it could. Could be.
Another one is called Replaced. It is a 2D side-scrolling cyberpunk game. I've been looking forward to this game since it got unveiled, I think, during Summer Game Fest last year. And it's supposed to be released at some point this year. I think that is one of those games where I believe it's gonna win Indie Game of the Year, if not also be nominated for Game of the Year.
All right.
It looks really, really good.
Cool.
And then the last one is Slitterhead. Where the heck is that game? Where the heck is that game? That trailer
That's not
was
been
the best.
mentioned since that crazy trailer, that fever dream, slitter-headed fever dream.
Oh man, yeah. So outside of that, I mean, there's a lot of games that are coming out that I'm definitely going to be playing, that we're going to be playing, and I think we've come up with maybe 5 Game of the Year contenders.
For sure.
Yeah, because we're talked about
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
We got Legend of Zelda, Tears of
Diablo.
the Kingdom,
Hogwarts.
Diablo 4,
Yeah.
possibly Hogwarts. We're iffy on that one.
Yeah, we are iffy on that one.
Iffy on that one. And then Hades 2. Right?
Yeah.
So
I think we could have something here.
We got some solid games coming out in 2023 as long as they don't get delayed, as is
Oh,
tradition.
and replace.
Did you guys see that GoldenEye 007? Is that just like a remake or
Nobody
what is
mentioned that.
No,
Yeah, I didn't
nobody
see
mentioned
that.
it, but I saw it on there and I was curious. Like,
It is just a up-resed same game though.
okay,
So widescreen.
Has anybody played? Because didn't something come out like Switch and
It came out on Game
Xbox
Pass
Series?
on Xbox. There's no online multiplayer on Xbox. The online multiplayer is on Switch, which is where you want the online multiplayer is with the kids who
Yeah.
don't have the nostalgia for it.
exactly?
You know what I mean?
Come
Like I feel like that was a missed opportunity to bring that to Xbox as well. I don't know why, but that's what they did. So you can only do local co-op on GoldenEye, which is, I mean, it's great that you can actually have it on the next gen consoles. I mean, it's great.
how does it look? Does it look?
It
good?
looks the same. I mean,
because
it's-
it looked like
It looks like it's
it
trash.
didn't hold up as well as I thought it would.
It looks like trash, but
Okay.
I played the first level, and I remember that first level, and you end up jumping off that the dam.
The damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same old. Nothing new. I played that, and I was like, okay, I got enough of this. If I could play
I
it
think
online,
the announcement
fun.
was more exciting for people than the actual playing the game.
yeah. Well,
They're
yeah.
like,
I mean, that's
"Oh."
like play it. Yeah. It's a very very unfortunate that
It doesn't
does
make
not
sense.
Like
But Xbox doesn't have online.
I don't
That's
play.
like what people are playing online.
I never played the game for the story. It was always multiplayer. Always.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
I just remember somebody always got the short guy, and you could never shoot him.
Because he's
Odd job.
just
It was
that right
ridiculous.
height.
Yeah,
No,
Odd
you're
job, you
not
could
allowed
never
to be
get-
odd job. It was one of those things. That was
We did.
unwritten rule.
That's right.
You're not allowed to be odd job.
He was such an advantage.
Yeah.
It's like being crouched all the time.
I know. Being, fighting people and shooting
Couldn't even
people
see
in
him
the
coming.
facility. What was
Yeah.
your favorite? Facility was my favorite.
Yeah, I like the facility too.
Hiding in
I need
those
to get- I
in the
need to get that
toilets,
game.
and then jumping down from the air ducts.
All the classic little maneuvers.
Yeah.
There was this TikTok I saw not that long ago where I guess this dad, his son beat him like at Call of Duty really bad. So it said like payback time, and it's like the
He
startup
broke
of
out
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Yeah. And he's like up there, like
Yeah.
just feeling it, like as it's starting up. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna get it now."
Oh man, just the beginning
whooping.
music, the silence, the sounds of the silencer.
Oh yeah,
Oh man.
Oh,
So
yeah.
good,
the
dude.
choo, choo. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounded more like a
we
laser
play
gun.
all
but-
golden
I-
guns
yeah,
and
It
stuff.
sounded
Like,
close. I like it.
that's fun.
Yeah, the golden.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that golden gun.
Slappers only.
Oh yeah, slappers only.
Mhm.
Yeah, we need to do. They need to have this online for Xbox, and we just need to get on there.
Right.
Robbed.
It's a travesty.
But
Yep.
yeah, that is it for the 2023
There you go.
anticipated games.
We're excited.
Mhm.
Super excited. That's all from us. How about you? You latecomers to 2023. You can still throw out what you're anticipating. January's gone, so you can't talk about those, but we got February, March, April. You know the months, so I don't need to say them all. But games are
You're
coming
like,
out.
You're like, I forgot them, but
Yeah, you know what they are. They're there.
Just rewind.
They got days and numbers. You're gonna be excited. So yeah, as is tradition, housekeeping, fluffing towels, pillows, fluffing Andy's candies. We like it just getting out just a huge chocolate ball of mint
I
freshness.
don't even know where we're going
goodness.
with this.
Nope, I don't either.
Just a big, use the Andy's candies all
I don't
fluffed
know.
up as your
I don't know
pillow.
why I'm fluffing up Andy's candies. It got weird.
A huge Andy's candy pillow fluffed.
Oh man, that'd be so bad. Just sticky chocolate on your face. Yeah, we
Wake
got
up when you're
Twitter.
drenched.
Drenched
I sweat
in
when I
Andy's
sleep, dude. It
candy.
would just be a puddle.
That'd be so bad. Oh man. Yeah, go to the link, candies.com.
I can't find GMG anywhere.
There's no Andy's candies here or GMG. Linktree.com. Sorry. Choking on Andy's candy. Linktree.com/the GMG pod. You can click all the links, check out the show notes, do it all. Yeah, 929 GMG guys. The offer still stands. Give us some voiced recordings and we will base a show around it. And that's all we got. So, Pat, Ron, Carcass, along with you.
Ron Carcass.
Ron Carcass. Sorry, Ronald Carcass. Ronnie J, along with our beloved friends, family, and joiners. Go get your good morning this week, and may God bless and guide your lives as you live, as you work, and as you game.